Hey guys, this is Rich with Solace. Had a chance to catch up with one of our customers and ambassadors, Erica. Her and her family of four actually moved onto a boat, which is pretty cool. They're touring the Caribbean and making us all jealous. But she's had one of our boards for a while, so I actually had a chance to catch up with her. Let's see what she had to say and see how it's holding up. Let's check it out.
My name is Erica. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, currently living in St. Augustine, Florida, which is about an hour south. We, like you mentioned, we do live on a boat. I got into stand-up paddleboarding, oh gosh, probably about 4 years ago when we lived close to the beach, and I've always loved the water. So I wanted to, and I wasn't a surfer, so I wanted a different way to experience being on the water. So we bought our first board. It wasn't a Solace board, unfortunately, and it was one of just the cheaper ones that you can get at any like sporting goods store. And that worked for us for a while. And then we also had a kayak as well. So we used both of those on and off, and we really wanted to see which one fit us better. And we quickly realized, okay, we're more of stand-up paddleboard people. We're not into kayaking. So then after a few years, when we decided to move on to a boat, is when we realized, okay, we need to sell the kayak finally and then invest in another paddleboard so that my husband and I could each have one of our own. We could go around together and explore together.
Cool, cool. And you do a lot of yoga on the paddleboard as well, right?
I do, yes, I'm a yogi, and so I wanted a board that was going to be sturdy and stable enough and comfortable enough to do yoga on. And especially now living on a boat, it's hard to, and traveling around like we're going to start doing, it's hard to be consistent about going to a yoga studio. So my paddleboard is now my floating yoga studio.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, I like your setup on your boat too, because you guys actually have that custom rack, like on the side. You just kind of,
We do.
keep
We
it.
get so many comments on the rack, and then we get comments on the board of how colorful and pretty it is. And of course, it's a great way to introduce you guys. And so yeah, it's great.
Yeah, awesome. So how's been the because you've had, when did you purchase the board?
It was last summer. I think it was around June. I think
June.
the
Okay.
beginning of
Yeah,
June.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you've had it for a while, and how's like the durability and the quality of it? Has it been holding up for you?
Oh my gosh, yes, it has. It's incredible, and we've kept it outside in the elements because it just hangs off the side of our boat 24/7. And I'm actually extremely surprised at how well it's holding up in the elements. And compared to our cheap sporting goods board, it is like they're not even comparable. It's just night and day difference. And now we have a problem of like my husband and I fighting over who gets the Solace board and who gets the other one. We both want to
Right.
ride your board because it's first of all it's so comfortable. The buoyancy is really really good. On our cheap sporting good one, there's like this, I don't even know what the padding is on top, but it makes both of our toes fall asleep when we're standing on that one. It's so uncomfortable on your feet.
Right.
And then your board is it's got that bamboo and it's gorgeous and the cork, and there's nothing like it, honestly. We love it.
Awesome. Also, that's good to hear. And that's the whole reason why I actually, started Solus too, because it was hard to find. When I started paddling, to find like a decent board. Of course, I didn't want the most expensive board out there, but just through my past experience of other sports, like buying like cheap equipment too, you kind of get what you pay for a little bit, and you end up buying something
Yeah,
else, and you end up spending more money in the long run anyway. But
exactly. It's exactly true. That was one thing we wanted after investing in a cheap board. And we wanted something that we knew we could invest in. Essentially, it would be more money up front. However, we knew that we were going to keep this board for a while, maybe even pass it down to our boys. And we knew that a board like yours would be durable enough and withstand and hang in there through the years that we would be using it. So essentially, it was more money up front, but in the long run, it honestly pays for itself because of how durable and how long I feel like it's going to last us. And check out Solace because they rock. You guys rock. Customer service is, seriously, the customer service is top notch. There's one of the best companies I've worked with so far.